Refocus Gang. Welcome back to another episode of Refocus on You. I greatly appreciate you guys watching. I hope you guys have had a great week. Please make sure that you are liking, subscribing, and sharing these videos. If you're not already, got the notification bell on, tap that right fast so that you can get alerted when I upload new videos. Today, we are going to be talking about conditional love. So, I love coffee. I like coffee. I like the taste. It really doesn't give me a lot of energy. It's just something about the taste that I like, especially if I got my favorite creamer in there. I don't use sugar. It's just the coffee. But coffee don't really like me like that. When I am more so focusing on my weight loss, I have to kind of stay away from coffee because it tends to give me like a little pouch in the front. And I don't know if it's from the caffeine because I don't use sugar, or maybe it's just the sugar in the creamer. I'm not all the way sure, but it gives me a pouch and it stops me from obtaining my flat stomach. So when I'm really focusing on my weight loss and I feel like I need to snatch it back right, I have to stop drinking coffee. Conditional love. I love it, but sometimes I have to do without it. A lot of us was taught to love unconditionally. And by taught, I mean told. Because if you think about it, growing up, or even now today, nobody loves unconditionally. It's all based on what they feel is right, or what they feel you should do, or what society says you should do. It's never based on actually you being you most of the time. It's very few people in the world that will just accept you for you and let you do you without having an issue or without trying to change you. If you think about it, we were judged for simple things, like maybe a toddler. Oh, they're hard headed. Most toddlers are not hard headed, they are just exploring. And they want to see, they want to know, they want to see how much they can get away with. They're not hard headed, they just see what they can do. So, but they're judged on it. Oh, they don't sit down. They're not supposed to. They got a lot of energy and they don't know what to do with it. And they just running around, touching this, touching that, trying to see if they can get away with this, see if they can get away with that. It's normal. Or say you had different sexual interests than what society deemed is normal. Say you had sex, period. In some circles, it was like, wait a minute, what? You doing what? That's not unconditional love. Sometimes things can even be extreme. Like some of us were put out, disowned, torn apart simply because we chose to do something different than what our family may have deemed to be right, what church may have deemed to be right, what the circle may have deemed to be right. That's not unconditional love. Unconditional love is loving me regardless of whether my choices line up with what you believe or not. So why were we taught to love unconditionally if we weren't even loved unconditionally? When we stepped out of the normal, a lot of times we were met with rejection. Some of us were damaged by the people who were supposed to love us unconditionally and then told to love unconditionally. Like some of us were hurt, were put in situations where we should not have been by the people who were supposed to be there and love us. And then we were taught that's love. So you can't tell me the person who disrespected me or did something to me that should not have been done loved me at all, because it's no way possible. So when you grow up and you are taught these things, the people who love you around you are hurting you. The people who loved you are around you are judging you. That's the type of love you start to give off. And at that point, it's no longer unconditional either. So your love should not be unconditional. There should be conditions to your love. A lot of times people teach that God loves us unconditionally But they also teach that the same God will remove his hand from you if you are not following in the path he wants you to follow. So if he gives you free will and removes his hand from you, that means he's not loving you unconditionally. He may have love for you, like any parent, he's still going to look out for his children. But at the same time, it's a condition to his love. In the Bible, it's a condition to his love. The way they preach, it's a condition to his love. If you're not following what he says to follow, it's a condition to his love. So there should be a condition to your love. A lot of people argue that, well, God said love unconditionally. God didn't love unconditionally. If God loved unconditionally, the Bible wouldn't say that he destroyed a whole place by water. That means he wasn't loving unconditional. He was sick of them doing what they was doing. Okay. Your love should be conditional because your presence is conditional. By that, I mean any person, place, or thing that is not treating you right or benefiting you in some type of positive way should not be allowed to stay in your life. Like I said with the coffee. When I'm trying to get things done, when I'm trying to reach my weight loss goals, when I'm trying to get my waist snatched, I have to step away from the coffee. I love it, but not enough to just say, oh, well, I'm going to just keep drinking coffee because I can't get it up. I love that too much. No, I have to make a decision of what's more important, the waistline or the coffee. And we have to think about loving conditionally with everything, not just people, but with the food we eat, the music we listen to, the apps we scroll, the company we keep, the jobs we work. They should all have some form of positive into our life. Like they should all add something to us. The food we eat, a lot of times we just be eating. And I'm guilty of it. Like I like to eat out. I like to go out. But it's not healthy at all. Like if we're trying to change the generations, build healthier generations so we don't have to rely on $1 billion medical industry that is killing us for profit, we need to watch what we eat. We need to be more focused on the things we put in our body. So therefore, even if you take a day out the week, you start off at a day or you start off at 2 days and you're like, no, I'm going to eat healthy on these 2 days because I need to do something different in order so I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have diabetes. I don't have cancer. Like, it's stuff and foods that we can eat and things that we can change in order to assure that we live a more healthier life. Don't love these collard greens and neck bones unconditionally because it's a condition to that. We need to be more focused on the future than temporary fulfillment. The music we listen to. If you always put on a slow song and get in your feelings, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to put that song on every day, especially if you got other stuff to do besides getting your feelings. The apps we scroll. If social media triggers you, if Facebook triggers you, if Instagram triggers you, at some point, you may love that app. You may love connecting with people. You may love being able to speak to people at the drop of a dime. But if it starts to target your mental health, I'm sure you're going to let it go. Like, you have to love conditionally. You have to love based on what something is doing for you. And that's not wrong. You can love everything and love everybody, but when it comes to being close, sometimes you have to love people from a distance. I really believe that saying was created by a person that realized, wait a minute, it's conditions to this. You have to love people from a distance sometimes. Sometimes I have to love this coffee from a distance. Sometimes I may have to love social media from a distance. Y'all working my nerve today, or it's too sad today. It's too much drama today. It's too much bad news today. Like, sometimes I have to step away and condition what I do because it's not healthy for me. Even down to the people around you. If you have somebody around you that's always down, always depressed, eventually you're going to start probably eliminating them out of the circle. Or you're going to start shying away from them, especially if you're dealing with your own depression or you're dealing with your own sadness. Two sad people don't work. Somebody got to be able to pull somebody up. So even though you may love your friend, it's like, look, me and you can't work right now. I'm down, you down, we pulling each other down. Ain't nobody doing no lifting. We just going down, down, down. We got to separate for a little while. That's conditional love. The job you work. A lot of us hate to go to work. But if that's the case, you should always be looking for something else. Or be trying to figure out what you're passionate about. What could you do for the rest of your life? We should never have to keep on going to a job without some type of goal. Like if you hate your job, you should have some type of end goal. Like, look, I'm here for this amount of years. I'm trying to get this done. And then I'm out of here because I don't like being here. Like your job should facilitate some type of happiness. Like your job should facilitate some type of growth. If you can't learn from your job, what are you there for? If it's not getting you anywhere further, what are you there for? Are you just there for a paycheck? We're not supposed to live like this. Money is good, but you're supposed to be happy in everything you do. It should be some type of benefit from everything that you do in order for it to constantly keep receiving your time, your attention, your focus. And that's from people, places, and things. They should have to give you something. It's like, you're not gonna, if you go to the casino and you lose $50 every day for 30 days, I guarantee you're gonna stop going. Like, you're gonna switch casinos, you're gonna switch computers, you're gonna choose a different area, you're gonna pick a different hobby, you're gonna do something because you're not gonna keep losing without gaining some form of return. That's the same way for everything you love in your life. You do not continue losing without gaining some form of return in that situation. Nothing. You love conditional. My love is based on what we are giving to each other. I expect the same thing I give you, I expect the same from you. Like the same energy I give you, I expect the same from you. And no, we do not match energy, but I can eliminate you out of my space so that you cannot pull from me and not give me back. It's conditions to all love. It's conditions to everything in life. Nobody just deals with people just because or deals with things just because. Like, no, you're getting something out of that. Something, even if it's something negative, even if you hold on to something negative, it's that negative that you are craving the reason why you are staying. Think about that. What is it that you are craving the reason you are staying? Because everybody loves conditional. It's based on what you can do for me. It's based on the energy you give me. It's based on the vibe you give me. It's based on you making me feel relaxed. It's a reason for everything. So think about that. Love conditionally. If you want my time, my attention, and my focus, I need to be getting something back in return. Don't just leave me high and dry. Remember, if you're not gaining a return, get out the game. Get out the game. You wouldn't lose $1 million in the stock market on the same stock. We're not going for that. So therefore, if you're not gaining a return, get out the game. All right. I greatly appreciate you guys watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure that you share it with everyone. Please have a great week. Bye. If you like this shirt, seek one. It's designed by Tyler. I will put the information for it in the box. He just dropped a whole bunch of new shirts and coats, hoodies. I believe he has sweatpants. He has skateboards, and he is very passionate. He is very passionate about this clothing line. So please go and support him. It's Black owned, and we're doing our thing. Make sure we support the people around us. Support the people that came up with us. So I will leave the link in my box. Thank you, guys.